Hey everybody, welcome back to my habitat here at my dad's place, and we're going to be working on this huge tomato bed. We have over 35 different tomatoes here, or different plants I should say, not different varieties. And this is going to grow us a lot of food this year. In the actual creation of this bed, I did nothing. All I did was lift the topsoil, removed the sod, and I planted these plants right into native ground. Now you can see they're growing very, very beautifully. They haven't been helped at all. They've just been kind of stuck in the ground. I did give them a little bit of organic fertilizer whenever I put them in the ground, but other than that, they've had nothing. My dad said he watered them maybe twice, but other than that, they've just been getting rain. And as you guys know, we have had quite a bit of rain this year in Ottawa, Ontario, but these are doing so great. I'm so happy, but we need to fix this bed up. So we're gonna come in today and mulch all around the plants just to help keep moisture in to the ground. And then we're also going to finish the staking system. Since we're not wanting to put too much money into the staking system, we're gonna be doing the Florida weave, and we'll show you how to do that. We're gonna get the bags of mulch and lay them down. Now that we have the mulch all laid, I was going through and I realized that I should clean up some of the tomatoes, prune them up, take off the suckers, and then we're gonna get on to weaving these tomatoes up. Okay, there is the damage. Those are all suckers. Look at all that. Crazy. Okay, I'm gonna try to talk really loud just because we're getting some wind and the volume might be a little weird, or the audio rather. Okay, so for the Florida weave, what's really important is that you have posts in the ground. It doesn't have to be a T-post, it can be sticks, but you want them to be pretty sturdy in the ground because this is gonna be holding the weight of your tomatoes. And you're gonna wanna space your posts or sticks or whatever you have about every 4 to 5 feet. This is about 5 feet right here. And I'm gonna show you without the tomatoes, then you'll see me weaving them throughout the tomatoes. So what you're gonna wanna use just one ball of twine or whatever really string you have. You're gonna tie it around the tomatoes. You'd start this at the base, keep that in mind. Make sure it's really tight. Straight across, wrap it around the other side. Do remember this should be tight, this shouldn't be a loose string. And then then you're gonna come back on the other side of the plant. So this would be on, let's say if the tomato's here, you're gonna stay on this side and you're gonna just sandwich it between the two things of string. And go back to the first pole, wrap around, once again making sure it's tight. And your tomato will be up through here, and you're gonna continue doing this throughout the season about every 4 inches. The one thing that's important to note here is that you're gonna wanna make sure you're keeping your plants, your tomato plants pruned while you're doing this kind of method. This works very, very well if you train your tomato plants to 1 or 2 stalks. A lot of these, because these haven't gotten trimmed once this year, have already kind of wide out. And it's only about a few of them, so I'm fine with that. But you're not gonna wanna let the suckers grow on your tomatoes if you're using this method to stake your tomatoes. Whenever you reach the end of your row, usually in this case I went forward down here, starting here, and I did a second row because these are a little bit later in the season, so they've gotten a bit taller. All you have to do is tie this off to make sure it doesn't get weak, but I leave the twine of string out here, just connected to the post, so I can continue with that row of string. And the tomatoes will just continue to grow up through here. You of course will have to continue training them and cutting off those suckers, but this is a great, cheaper version to stake a lot of tomatoes. So we weaved all the tomatoes together. Now I do want to point out some things, like the tomato right beneath me right now isn't at the second level of where the string matches it, but that is okay because that tomato will grow. It's just something I'm gonna have to keep an eye on. I'll have to pull it through whenever it gets to that height. But it's honestly such an easy method of staking your tomatoes. Give it a try, let me know what you think. I will be showing this area probably once or twice more throughout the season, especially whenever we come to harvest. I will definitely bring you guys along. I want to say thank you guys for watching. Until next time, stay planting.